curve. This is equal to A. Now, in the graph, we may see that the length or the length of the curve is A positive and A negative. Now, this indicates the length of the equation or the height of the curve. Period. Length of one cycle of the curve. Now, in this case, we may see that the period lie on the x-axis. In this graph, we have 4 periods. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, in this case, we see that in the 4 points, the curve passes through all of them. Now, ano nga ba yung period and how do we get the period? Period is equal to 2 pi over b. Now, handa na ba kayo? Let's proceed to the examples and discussions.
Regarding graphing, we have given graph 1 period of y equal to sine theta. The first thing we should find the a and the b. Yung a po natin is the coefficient which is 2 and the b is sine theta. Sa amplitude, meron tayong formula na absolute value of a. So, papalitan lang natin ng a is 2. Absolute value is equal to 2. Positive 2. Sa period naman, may formula po tayong 2 pi over absolute value of b. So, ang b natin is 1. Papalitan lang natin ng 1. Magiging equal to pi over 1 is equal to 2 pi. So, ngayon, nahatiin natin yung 2 pi into 2. Yung 2 pi over 2 is equal to pi. Yung pi, hahatiin po natin sa dalawa pa. Pi over 2 is equal to pi over 2. Then, i-add po natin 2. Get the 3 pi over 2. So, pwede na natin siyang i-graph. So, in graphing po, dapat magsisimula tayo sa origin. Pero dahil ang A is positive, sa 2, pataas siya. Upward, hindi po siya bababa. So, aakyat po tayo ng pi over 2, then bababa ulit sa x-axis ng pi, then bababa ng katapat ng 3 pi over 2 and the 2, tapos aakyat po sa x-axis ng 2 pi. Ngayon, kukunin naman po natin yung maximum niya. Yung maximum, ito po yung pinakamataas na curve, which is pi over 2 and 2. Yung minimum naman po niya is 3 pi over negative 2. So, yung intercept po, ito po yung kung saan nagtugma yung curve sa x-axis. Ito po yung 0, 0, tapos pi over 0, and then 2 pi over 0.
So let's head to our second given, which is y equals negative 3 sine 2 theta. So first, identify po muna natin yung a and b. So ang a natin is negative 3, at ang b naman po natin is 2. So after po natin ma-identify, hanapin naman po natin yung amplitude and period. Tapos ito po yung formula nila. So substitute lang po natin. Theta. Tapos cancel out, ang matitira na lang po ay pi. So after po niyan, i-graph na po natin siya. So first, mag-start po muna tayo sa origin, which is dun start. As since negative 3 dito, mag-start tayo pababa to negative 3. Tapos after po niyan, kaya po natin nakuha yung pi over 2 is kalahati po ng pi. So, dito po next. Next naman po ay 3 pi over 4. Sa tapat po ng 3. So, next naman po niyan ay papunta po sa pi. So, para makuha naman po yung maximum, ang maximum po natin ay 3 pi over 4 at 3. Ang minimum naman po ay pi 4 over negative 3. Para naman po makuha natin yung intercept, ayun po yung kukunin natin sa nag-intersect sa x-axis. So, ang mga nag-intercept po ay 0, 0, pi over 2 is 0, pi and 0. That's all po.
Good day, everyone. My name is Zaira Jonas Reyes, and coming from STEM 11E, and we have a graphing of circular sine function. So I'm going to show you another way on how to solve sine function because other of my group mates solved the process differently, and I learned the process differently also. So here we have the example of y is equal to 3 sine 2x. So the process of the formula is still the same. We are also going to find the period, amplitude, but the difference is we're going to find the mean and range. Because in theirs, they're going to find the maximum, the minimum, and then the intercept. But here, in this process, we only have to find the 1, 2, 3, 4, the 4. So now let's substitute our y is equal to 3 sine x. So your 3 would be your a, and then your b would be your 2. So your p is equal to 2 pi over 2, cancel 2, and then the pi will be only left. And then we have here our a is 3. For now, for your domain and range, I will be screen recording my laptop to show you how the graph is formed. Okay, so here we have the graph. We have the y-axis. We have the numbers of 1, 2, 3, and then negative 1, 2, 3. Why is it only 1, 2, 3? It's because our amplitude, remember our amplitude is 3. And now let's start the graph. So the wave, of course, since our example is positive, it is going to go up first. So as you can see here, it's on up na. So I'm gonna go up. Dapat papantay dapat siya sa 3. And then here next, going up again, pantay sa pi, then gitna ng pi, baba. Then 2 pi, and then down again. Pantay dapat sa 3. I'll show you the proper way of this because it's hard here. So yeah, that's it. That's how your graph should be look like. Now if you're asking me why does our graph look like that? Kasi dapat one period dapat pi ang lalabas. So hindi lang naman pwede yan na ganyan. Meron ding ways na pwede ka lang sa 2 pi mag-stop, like this one. So you could also do this. So start from the origin again, 3, and then gitna ng pi, and then the pi up, then down, and then 2 again. Dapat pantay dapat yan sa 2, dapat nakalagay yan sa 2. And then for your 3 pi, and then so on. Since ito naman ay all numbers, the main should be all real numbers. Okay, so after our graph, here is our domain and range. Oh, by the way, this is the proper way that our graph should look like in handmade. As you can see that I didn't put the thing that is in between the values like this. Ayun, makikita nyo, di ko na nilagyan ng pi over 2. Diretso na agad ako sa pi. Pi, 2 pi, 3 pi. But remember that meron pa yan na nasa gitna nila. Kaya nga ang ating graph ay intersect pa sa gitna. Atakit ulit tataas. So for our domain and range, here is we got open parenthesis, negative infinity, and we have positive infinity, and then open parenthesis. Remember that our all real numbers inside. And then we got our range. We got close parenthesis, negative 3, and then positive 3, close parenthesis. And that is for my example. Thanks.
So good day to everyone. I'm Jan Alex Picor, and I'm here to present another example of sine graph in trigonometric identities. So now let's have our problem. So our problem here is y is equal to 4 sine x over 2. So, ano mga ba dapat natin gawin? Una, i-identify natin ang amplitude, i-identify natin ang period, at isolve natin ang mean, max, domain, and range. So, now let's move to solving for amplitude. So, bago natin ma-solve ang amplitude, kailangan na natin ma-identify ang mga terms na meron dyan sa sine na yan. So, in y is equals to 4 sine x over 2, meron tayong value of a and value of b dyan. Sa value of a natin, ang value of a natin is a is equals to 4, which is makikita natin sa ating equation. For our b naman, makikita din natin sa equation yan, that's 1/2. So, to solve our amplitude, meron tayong formula na sinusunod dyan, which is absolute value of a. So, meron naman na tayong given na value ng a dyan, which is 4. Yun na lang ang gagamitin natin, i-displace natin sa formula. So, a is equals to absolute value of 4 is equals to 4. Therefore, ang ating amplitude is 4. So, bakit nga ba natin kailangan hanapin ang amplitude? Dahil ito, oscillation or yung ups and downs ng graph na gagawin natin dito sa ating sine na to or sa ating equation. Dito rin natin ma-identify ang mean, max, and ang range ng ating graph. Next naman, para masolve natin ang period, kailangan natin gamitin ang formula ng 2 pi over absolute value of b. Given naman na ang value ng b, which is 1/2, i-displace na lang natin yan sa formula. So, p is equals to 2 pi over absolute value of 1/2 is equals to 2 pi over 1/2. Para masolve natin ito or masimplify natin, yung 2 pi, i-multiply natin yan sa denominator or sa denominator rather ng 1/2. Ang denominator ng 1/2 natin is 2. Therefore, 2 pi times 2 is 4 pi. Matitira ang 1 as denominator. Ngayon, i-divide natin yung 4 sa 1 kaya magiging 4 pi na lang siya. Ano ba ang purpose ng period na to? Ang period ay magagamit natin as yung end ng ating graph na gagamitin natin as example. Pero sa domain naman, ano ba ang pinagkaiba ng period sa domain? Ang period is the predetermined end or yung termination ng graph natin, while the domain is the never-ending cycle or repetition ng ating graph. Makikita natin yan sa ating mga example. So, now let's move to our graph. So, this is the graph of 4 sine x over 2. Kung makikita nyo, ayan, yung negative 4 pi and yung 4 pi magsiserve as the period, which is yung nahanap natin kanina sa ating nasagutan gamit ang formula. Pero, let me demonstrate the graph of this by drawing the graph itself. So, paano ba natin i-graph ang isang trigonometric function katulad ng 4 sine x over 2? So, now let's draw. Pagsimula muna tayo sa ating origin, which is 0. So, dito sa 0, aangat yan, papunta dito sa pi, hanggang 4. Then, bababa, papunta sa 2 pi. Ngayon, bababa ang 2 pi, papunta sa 3 pi, then, up to negative 4, then, dito, pataas ulit, sa 4 pi. Which is yan, makikita natin yan. Ganyan na magiging itsura ng ating graph. So, makikita na talaga natin na ito ay ang ating max. Then, ito naman, ang value ng ating mean. So, dito din natin makikita kapag i-graph na rin natin or ipa-plot natin ang kanilang domain and range. So, ang domain natin is negative infinity to positive infinity. Since sabi ko nga kanina, ang graph natin ay never-ending repetition. Meron siyang period na mag-end sa kanya, pero sa actual graph talaga is paulit-ulit lang siya from negative to positive integers. Ngayon naman, kung ipa-plot din naman natin ang range niya is from 4 to negative 4, which is the value of the amplitude din, and the value of mean and max. Dito, yung sa may origin papunta sa 2 pi, yan ang max natin kasi yan yung nagre-represent ng ating positive value ng 4. Then, dito naman sa negative value of 4, yan naman ang mean natin kasi yan yung lowest graph natin. Katulad lang din yan ng in-example kong graph kanina dun sa naunang presentation. So, that's the example of mine from the sine function. Thank you for listening, and let's proceed to another example of sine graph.
Give another example, we have y is equal to sine theta. To graph one period of the sine function y is equal to sine theta, we first identify the constants in the equation. The general form of a sine function is y is equal to a sine parentheses beta, where A affects the amplitude, how tall the wave is, and B affects the period, how long one cycle of the wave takes. In this equation, A is equal to 1 and B is equal to 1. Next, we find the amplitude by taking the absolute value of A. So the amplitude is 1 is equal to 1. This means the graph will go as high as 1 and as low as -1 on the y-axis. After that, we find the period using the formula. Period is equal to 2 pi over b. Since b is equal to 1, the period is 2 pi, meaning 1 full wave of the sine function, repeats every 2 pi units along the x-axis. Once we have the amplitude and period, we can determine the key points of the graph. Starting at 0, 0, the sine curve rises to its maximum at pi over 2 and 1, goes back to 0 at pi and 0, drops to its minimum at 3 pi over 2 and -1, and then returns to 0 at 2 pi and 0. Finally, we plot these points and connect them with a smooth wave-like curve. The resulting graph shows one full period of the sine function, illustrating how the function oscillates between its maximum and minimum values smoothly and repeatedly.
Hi everyone, so I am Genesis Atela Ambale from STEM 11E and I'm here to talk about the graph of sine. So because my other group mates have already recorded their performance tasks in the classroom, I'm here now in my home in this comfortable state where I'm going to explain this. So as you can see, we've already have the given here. This is y equals 6 sine theta. So y equals 6 sine theta. So as you can see, we have 6. We have a and b. So as you can identify, before the sine, before the theta, we need to put it here. So our a, we identify that our a is 6. Yes, before the sine. But I can see the thing. We have 1 here before the theta. So we have 1. So here in this thing, what is this terms? Why are they there? I can't understand it. So we have the period and the amplitude. First, this can't be done without a formula. This can't be done without a formula. So the period is 2 theta over absolute value of b. So that. But because our b is 1, so basically just do it like this. 2 pi over 1 is basically 2 pi simply. Yes. 2 pi. And now, ngayon tapos na tayo, nalaman na natin yung period natin lahat-lahat. We're about to head to the amplitude. So it's just that easy. It's the absolute value of a. And our a is simply 6. So, ayan. Now, we need to graph it to figure out what is the maximum, what is the minimum, what is the intersection. So here, since ayun nga, it's pi over 2. You have your pi over 2 coming to pi, coming to 3 pi over 2, and 2 into 2 pi. So we basically just do it like this. Let's give it a color. So let's give it a color. Our origin is here. Our amplitude is 6. So as you can notice, this is 6 and negative, coming down from -6. The top is the positive, the bottom is the negative. And so, okay. So, how do we figure out the maximum and minimum? Wait, intersection. We figure it out. So let's start from here, the origin, coming from up there, down here. Okay, now we have this intersection. That's cool. This is the positive 6. So, down up to negative 6, which is, to 3 pi over 2. And we're gonna stop on 2 pi. Oops. There it is. It stopped. So, by just looking at this, what do we think is the maximum, minimum, and intersection? So, negative 6, okay? So, this is the maximum. This is the minimum. And this is intersection. Intersections. So, by looking at here, we identify that our maximum is pi over 2 and 6. Right? Okay. And we identified that our minimum is 3 pi over 2 and negative 6. Now the intersection, we have 3 intersection here. So we get to put 0, 0. You look, this is pi. So pi and 0, and we get to another one is 2 pi and 0. So that's basically it. We identify the A and B's of this given, the period, amplitude, the amplitude, the maximum, the minimum, intersection, this 3 intersection, and that's all. So this is the graph of sine. I hope you understand my explanation.